Horse racing continues from the spa, Saratoga, and it's one of my favorite races at the Saratoga meet. It's the National Museum of Racing Hall of Fame Stakes. It's a Grade 2 on the turf and a $200,000 purse. This race usually gets a couple of nice three-year-olds that are improving, and this year is no exception. It's a nice field setup. Let's take a look from the rail, and they'll be mowing the lawn with Sambaye. Sambaye enters with kind of some sketchy form as a three-year-old. He's 0 for 3 this year. His big stakes victory was in the Sanford Stakes, which was actually on the dirt last year when he kind of came from just off the pace and picked up a nice victory in the Sanford Stakes. He just doesn't seem to be in form, and he's by Into Mischief, and so far Into Mischief hasn't produced a lot of dirt winners. So I'm a little skeptical of Sambaye's chances, but he does kind of seem to fit the profile in terms of conditioning and class level for this type of race. Swamp Rat, a nose defeat last time out at Saratoga on July 18th. Another one who has not won since his debut victory. He's lost 6 straight races. His debut victory was on the turf at 6 furlongs at Belmont, and the son of Hat Trick, who brings some Sunday Silence breeding into the race and some good turf breeding on the mare side. I do think he's going to like the distance. I'm just not sure he is ready for this Grade 2 race against some good competitive horses. English B, big victory 2 back at Pimlico on the Preakness undercard. Also has a maiden victory by 4 lengths at Presque Isle Downs. Javier Castellano rides, and English B is one of my top 3 contenders in this spot. Award winner is another one that's kind of looking to rebound. Ran in the Kent Stakes the last time. Before that, ran an allowance race. This son of Ghost Zapper seems to be getting good at the right time. 2 wins and 7 starts. And I think award winner's best chances is to press the pace, maybe slow down that pace a little bit, and then see if he can outkick a couple of these closers. Award winner is definitely one you have to consider, especially from a pace standpoint, if you're looking to identify the early speed or horses who can be near the pace. Casa is another hard hitter. This son of Jimmy Creed for Bill Mott, he runs some good races, and he's probably got the class edge. 2 Grade 2s, a Grade 3, had a nice win in the Kitten's Joy Stakes at Gulfstream Park. He can close. This is a horse that's going to come from a little off the pace. Last time out, lost to a nice horse in Win who got the final move in the Manila Stakes. That was a fast time. Casa Creed's going to take a lot of money at the betting windows. Limonite is a horse that I think a lot of people have been waiting to see on the turf. He tried the dirt road, the son of Lemon Drop Kid out of a Brazilian mare. He should absolutely love the lawn. Got great pedigree, and I think he's going to get bet down in this spot. Now, his recent form has been a little sketchy. Closed into a nice pace 2 races back and won by a nose on the dirt. But that was slow fractions and kind of a little bit weaker of a field, although it was a 10-horse field. I like the fact, if you notice, he's faced a lot of full fields in his career. He's faced a couple of 14-horse fields, a couple of 12-horse fields, and I think as you move to the turf and you want to get a little bit of cover, I think Limonite should appreciate the distance. He should like the turf based on pedigree, and he is in solid form. I just think everything kind of fits. Limonite is definitely one you have to consider, and he might be a little bit of a price, 5-6 to 1. I don't think you're going to get double digits on him, but I think Limonite is one you have to take a long look at, especially with that turf pedigree. Global Access moves up in class. Pace-wise, I think he's going to be a pace setter, but I think there's other pace setters in this race that are a little bit better than him. I guess your best chance for him is maybe to hope that he can play a little bit further back and make one run. The likely favorite is the outside horse, the 8-horse, Moon Colony. Big victory 2 back off the bench in the Penn Mile, then ran in the Belmont Derby, was close up on a fast pace that day, kind of chased a fast pace, and that's the worst type of trip you can get on the turf. Either pace pressuring a fast pace on the outside. Now he's going to definitely get a break in the fractions. Only one other, or maybe possibly 2 other pace horses with him. And 2 back, he won from off the pace. So I just don't think he wants to be on the lead. He really should be the class of the field here, Moon Colony. I'm going to take a shot with Limonite. I also think you might want to consider award winner in this spot and possibly English B, but you really can't fault Moon Colony as being one of the favorites in this race. Don't forget, we've got a race preview of the Aladar Stakes coming up, also the Test Stakes and the the Whitney Stakes from Saratoga this week. So lots of great racing. More subscribers equals more videos. So hit subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. We're going to race you up to the Breeders' Cup this fall. So hit subscribe and follow along here at Derbyologist. Also on Twitter at Derbyologist. That's a look at your race of the week. The National Museum Racing Hall of Fame Stakes, Friday at the Spa at Saratoga.